Welcome to Home on Native Land, where our guests peer into the enormous crevice between indigenous and colonial law. Let's dive in.
Sio Nigada, Aya Gano Halido Daguadoa, Jalagi Yetli El Guenasai, Echoda Galski Goi. So my name is Jeff Corntassel. My Cherokee name is Gano Halido, which means hunter. We come from the land in our stories, right? So we're coming directly out of the land. So the Selu and Ganati, the corn mother and the hunter, are coming from that land. And Hawaiians, for example, they talk about terra or kalo as they're the elder brother, right? And so they come from that plant. So maybe I'd respond this way. I'm taking this down to just stripping it down. How do you feel as a Canadian settler, as a settler, when you go to Disneyland? Seeing everything that seems to be of meaning to you in your life is there. Now take that feeling and translate it to our territory, except there's no Disneyland. It's the trees, it's the plants. That's how we feel. There, at some point, you've probably connected to the beauty of a waterfall or to the ocean, right? And so take that connection that you feel and magnify that, and that's what we have. That's the connection that I feel that we have. It's basically a Latin term for empty land, right? And so this notion that the land is vacant, it's not being used. And it's again, we get to a very Western concept of use. It's not being used in the way that we would envision farmers using the land. Really what it connoted back in the day, back in the 1490s, and all the way up to present is this notion that these are non-Christian people on this land. It's really simple in some ways. It's the reasoning is, let's say this land is terra nullius. Is that your cup?
Yes.
Not really, because you're not a Christian. So it's mine by right of discovery, right?
Wow.
And so I've discovered this. You're not using it, actually, right now. You're not drinking out of it. You weren't using this cup to its full benefit. And so because of that, because you're not a Christian, I have the right to the cup and everything that relates to it. In the 1550s, they're actually having debates, is it okay to kill people, to Christianize indigenous peoples by force? And they actually had a debate on that. I mean, can you imagine? And we know it's side one. Basically, taking things by force was the kind of the order of the day. But it's this notion that I have a superior way of doing things, and because you're not Christian and because you're not using the land to the fullest degree, by right of discovery, I'm going to take this. So there's this story that I use often, and it's from South Africa. It's Reverend Mapambani, and he talks about Peter and John. And John takes Peter's bicycle, and Peter says, I want my bicycle back. And John says, well, you can't have it back, but let's talk about reconciliation, right?